It's said we are what we wear, and when it comes to the workplace, dressing to impress can make all the difference to finding a job and financial security. But while many of us take our work wardrobe for granted, there are many others who can't afford a professional shirt, jacket or shoes to wear to a job interview. This is where charity Dress for Success comes in. Now, this brown building behind me might look unassuming and ordinary, but there's nothing ordinary about what goes on inside. Every year, thousands of women walk through these doors and come out transformed. Women like Nicole, the single mother of one, found herself homeless following the breakdown of her relationship, and with a criminal record, finding work suited to her skills proved a challenge.
Yeah, it's really hard when you've got a past to walk in and feel good about yourself, and they just make me feel like I'm human here, and that's a big step when you don't feel like you're human. You just don't know what to expect when you first come in, and you're made look like you would never think that you would be able to afford to look or even dream of looking professional-wise.
So Nicole, we're looking for the perfect fit for your job interview today, so I'll be moving through the racks.
It's a simple but life-changing concept. Dress for Success gives disadvantaged women free makeovers and quality work outfits to wear to their job interviews.
A blazer, so I might get you to try that one on today.
I can't believe, honestly, the impact that this has on women.
Well, do you prefer skirts or pants?
It's amazing. When I get dressed for the first time, it's just like, I don't know, you feel like you're a pretty woman half the time, you know that?
Pretty woman, but without the hefty Rodeo Drive price tags. In fact, inside the Dress for Success Sydney showroom are rows, racks and shelves full of quality pre-loved clothes and accessories donated by the public. And all of it free for women struggling to get back on their feet and back to work.
Nicole, I found some shoes. How are you going in there?
Yeah, good, I'm ready.
Give us a look. Oh, you look fantastic.
Thanks.
Purple's a great colour on you.
My favourite.
Oh, give us a little walk. Let's have a look. Oh, you look wonderful.
I feel good.
Good.
They're really good.
All you need is some shoes now. So how about you give those a try?
Cool.
Now we do have some flats if you prefer something a little lower to the ground.
Oh no, these are perfect fit.
How does it make you feel?
I don't know. I'm going to cry.
Again, it's great. You're
No,
feeling more
I feel
confident.
so confident, yeah.
Tony Purnell joined Dress for Success 18 months ago as a volunteer stylist. She now works as the operations manager for the Sydney showroom in Marrickville.
I think the most important aspect around being a stylist here is making women feel confident and comfortable in this space. A lot of the women that come and see us have had their confidence battered for one reason or another, and so to be in an environment where they're receiving that personalised attention, they're, being told they look fantastic in a new outfit, the confidence really makes all the difference in terms of their ability to feel good about themselves and then take that positivity into a job interview.
Following Nicole's visit to Dress for Success, it was her newfound confidence that helped her secure a job as the receptionist for Dress for Success Sydney.
So how does it feel to be on the other side of helping women, people like you?
Yeah, it's just the best. I still cry every day. I drive home and cry. I can't believe I have this job. Sorry, I'm going to cry. It's really amazing what they've done for my life. They've changed my life, given me hope again, given me, the reason to get up in the morning, which is something I hadn't had for probably 10 years. So it's pretty good.
It's just also what you're wearing, and Maud can stick in here, is what I call singlet. Singlet is very unforgiving.
While the charity's focus is dressing for success, it also runs free career seminars.
We're coming up to the series of workshops where we do the resume writing, discover the hidden job market interview for success, and some mock interviews.
We go through all the... We sacrifice a lot as mums, as wives,
as women.
Joy is another Dress for Success client who regularly attends the career workshops. Before coming to Dress for Success, Joy had a high-powered international career in the corporate world spanning 3 decades. But at the age of 59, her confidence, her zest for life was shattered.
I was a victim of bullying. Previously, was forced to leave the company, and I was a wreck. It was intimidation. It was, for example, you open up your login, and the first thing you see was pornographic, men pornographic, or you'll have someone who's breathing behind your neck, and they have folders, arch lever folders, and drop it behind you. You put up your hands, you seek HR help, and they totally ignored you. I was not a voice, I was a ghost. So after 2 years endurance, I finally left. And even then, I was bullied on the last day before I left.
Joy's health began to suffer and her 2 children put her on 24-hour watch as she became increasingly depressed. But following her visits to Dress for Success and attending the career workshops, Joy found another job and is a changed woman.
So Dress for Success, you believe, has helped you find your current job?
Yes, but more so, they've actually helped me find back my confidence. They brought back the smile. They're happy-go-lucky, as a person that lives life to the fullest.
Inda was determined to turn her life around after her relationship broke down and she found herself homeless and without a job to support her 3 children, including one with a disability. Dress for Success helped Inda with professional clothing, training in money management, interviewing and job searching skills. The life skills she desperately needed. Inda now has a job, is studying to be a nurse and can provide for her family.
Inda, Joy and Nicole are only a few of the women Dress for Success helps each year. Since opening its doors in 2009, the Sydney showroom alone has supported almost 10,000 women. Today, the charity helps on average 40 clients every week. They also visit women in prison to dress them for court appearances.
When I was dressing her,
Helping women down on their luck is what continues to drive Megan Etheridge, founder and chair of the Dress for Success Sydney office.
a woman who needs our help could be your next door neighbour. It's not necessarily who you think it might be. It might be a woman who has never worked and needs to get back to work or needs to get into work. It might be someone who's had an accident, has lost confidence and is struggling to get back into the workforce. It might be a woman who's suffered domestic violence and is referred to us by a refuge where she's been to seek shelter. It might be a newly arrived migrant in Australia who needs some help with our employment system. It might be a woman who has been in the criminal justice system. Because I've just got this absolutely amazing card from one of the women in Silverwater Prison, thanking us for coming and dressing her for her court appearance, and she's even done us a little painting as well. That's what makes you feel like it's worthwhile. The biggest difference, I think, is that we give these women confidence. We give these women respect, and we also give these women a feeling of dignity.
Megan Etheridge's passion is shared by the hundreds of volunteers who every year give up 15,000 hours of their time to keep the charity running. From the stylists who dress the clients to the volunteers who sort out boxes and bags upon bags of donated clothes and accessories that arrive in the back room.
They get donated by corporations. They normally have a drive for a Dress for Success drive, and people donate.
And they arrive.
And they arrive.
Like CBA, law firms, etc. Like trousers, jackets, shirts, a mixture really, I suppose, just so that we can, here we are. They range from high-end to sort of even down to Target, and depending if they're in good quality, then we'll keep them for Dress for Success.
What we do is take things all out of the little bags and put them into the main.
Mari Gay has been volunteering here since 2010.
And then the next group that will come in, they'll sort it from there. So they're quite nice to go into the showroom and people, they're all shapes and sizes.
For women who can't make it to the Sydney showroom, volunteers travel far and wide each month to dress regional clients. This outreach program also includes packing and sending clothes to these regional areas.
And helping them, making them feel better, and that's what it all boils down to, just, making people feel lovely and confident, going off, applying for jobs with confidence that they normally wouldn't have.
What we wear and how we look play a big role in how confident we feel, but they can also lead to judgments and long-term unemployment. Dr. Prudence Black is a research associate at the University of Sydney.
Lookism is a term used to describe a discrimination by employers when they deem certain people more physically attractive than others, or their grooming to be preferential in relation to the jobs that they're seeking. And it has an impact probably more particularly with women, because traditionally women are often assessed on what they wear much more than men are.
Dr. Black co-wrote a research paper on lookism and the unique role Dress for Success plays in helping women overcome workplace discrimination.
I think it is something that all employers should probably think about, is that there is this, we would like to think that we don't discriminate, but I think that a lot of us do. I think Dress for Success as a charity is trying to dress women so that one of the things they don't have to worry about when they go for an interview is what they look like. So it's more of a level playing field. For disadvantaged women, they often have complex lives which are just not about having clothes in their wardrobe. They have, they might have partners who are beating them, they might have children that they can't feed. And if there is any support in getting them work, and work is one of the most fundamental things, particularly for women, to actually help them through life. And I think if there is something that can help them get the jobs that they want or get in employment, it's a very important aspect of their lives, but also in terms of improving their lives.
Associate Professor Diane Vandenbroek is the other co-author of the Lookism research paper. She says discrimination based on how we look and dress is very real and can ultimately affect our pay packets.
There's been some research over a number of years in the UK, the US and Australia. The US, and all of them seem to suggest that there's a sort of a penalty, if you like, a looks penalty between about 10 to 15% for men and women in that range, where pay packets are less for unattractive workers. The other really important part of this is that people often are excluded from the workplace altogether. So there's a marginalisation that occurs based on this potential discrimination that occurs. So we can see particularly long-term unemployment, people who've been in or been in difficult situations trying to re-enter the workforce and really not being able to do that based on the way they've presented, the way they've looked.
But for women like Nicole and Joy, learning to dress for success has helped them land on their feet, find a job and regain their dignity.
Before coming to Dress for Success, I lost that passion, the drive, the commitment. And with Dress for Success, it's brought it all back. The passion, the love, the friendship, the laughter, and the workshops, great.
And your children are happy to have you back?
They often say, welcome home. And that is the greatest feeling mother, a wife, a loved one could actually do. So how good is that?
Nguyen-Emmett for Reportage Online.